Hi, Sonia from the Inspired Pen, and I have something that I'm really excited about. This is kind of a crazy idea that I came up with because I have a lot of family recipes that I like to save. Most of them are written on these index cards. I've shoved them in boxes. I've shoved them in recipe books. I have a binder that's full of them. And I thought, why don't I have those family recipes in something that's more special, something that's, pretty and useful? So I came up with this idea for doing a junk journal type or style of recipe book to keep all of your family recipes in. So I really like how this turned out. I have actually two of these and exactly the same listed on my Etsy store. And I thought, well, we're just going to really do these up so they look really pretty. But the nice thing about these is this is a polyvinyl cover. So if you get flour or spill something on this or accidentally sit it in a puddle of eggs or whatever, this will wipe off really nice. This is a permanent bound book. I intended it to be something that you seriously write your family recipes in, those ones you just cannot live without. Your grandma's bread recipe, or in my case, I have a whole bunch of family recipes, like my mom's biscuit recipe that I cannot lose and I absolutely love. And I've had her write it down for me, I don't know how many times, because I don't ever remember where I put it. It could be anywhere. So I thought this was going to be a really great idea. I'm actually going to make one of these for myself and put all of the recipes and stuff that mean something to me in here. I figured it'd be kind of heirloom-like. You can pass it down to your kids or make a whole one for your kids and then have your own. This one has the really pretty tag on the front that's really bright and vibrant. And then the burlap layered flower, piece of burlap. It's permanent bound. That's hemp twine. And it has this center closure that's the elastic. So if you have, like me, you find random recipes here and there and you print them out, you can actually put them in here. And that will give you a ton of growing room. So this book could get really thick. All of the signatures, this one has 4 signatures in it. But you're not stuck with just the 4 signatures because I included a lot of pockets. There's index cards in here so you can write down recipes. These are all embellished. And I put a lot of pockets in. There's pockets on the front and back of the front covers of the signatures. These pages are all stamped. This whole front section has the cupcake stamp on it, and then I was thinking you could write the title of the recipe up here and then just include the recipe here. But if you need to use both pages, you can do that if it's like a really involved recipe. I know there's a lot of recipes that are kind of like that, the older recipes. There's also an envelope in each signature, stamped, and you can write table of contents for what you're stuffing in this envelope, and you can really stuff it. I just thought this was just a really neat idea for how to keep those things that you just don't want to lose. And family recipes are something that we pass down. They're cherished. They're the thing we want to keep and pass down to our kids. And it's nice to be able to just pull out your book, just say, oh, I have this. It's all in this book. And it's a really beautiful book. So this section is stamped with pumpkins in the bottom. You can see that. See pumpkins in the bottom, and every page has that hand stamping on it. This one has the stamped carrots on it, and so all of these pages are on that striped paper and have the stamp in the corners. And just for kind of an idea, like you could chapter these out and make one of them for side dishes and one of them for your treats and one of them for entree kind of thing. And there's another one of those envelopes. Like I said, every signature in here has this pocket envelope that you can write what's in there on there. This next signature, I really love the paper in this next signature. So here's the pocketed front cover of the signature, just like I did in the other ones. And then it has this really great textured old-fashioned paper. So I stuck with kind of an old-fashioned motif and did the stamping with the seed packet on it. And then it also has the place to put the recipe title in. This is some really great thick paper. I would not feel bad if I spilled something on this. I'm pretty sure it would just wipe right off for the most part. But recipe books, I think, are supposed to look like you use them and love them. I don't think they're supposed to be pristine by any means. And especially a family recipe book, you would think you'd want to have it used because these are your family's recipes. These are the important ones. So last signature here. And again, it has that pocket with a, really pretty lace on it because it is junk journal style recipe book. And this one I stamped that apple, and this is lined paper, so you can actually have some lines in some paper. I personally don't care whether it has lines in it or not. I just jot down my recipes on whatever piece of paper I can find usually. And that pocket in the back, again, just like the other ones with that stamped piece. And there's the very back. You could actually write a recipe on here too. You could attach recipes to here. You could paperclip recipes in here. You could do a lot of things with this book and really have a beautiful keepsake for your family's recipes, all your favorites. Again, it will hold a lot. This is pretty loose right now. This elastic will expand however far you need it to. The book will expand, so you can load a lot of recipes in this. I hope you like this idea, and it is available on my Etsy store. I have 2 right now. I will be making a couple more in the next week or so with a different design for the poly cover. And then I'm going to get into using some other types of, I might do laminated paper just so I can do some more prettier covers. Anyway, so I hope you like it. Thank you.